Hi, everyone. My name is Liz Wheeler-Heidock here with Exertis Almo, the Samsung BDM. I am here today to do another Hot Takes with our friend Jonathan Brawn. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome back.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me back. And for our audience, thanks for being willing to listen to us yet again.
Yet again, here we are. But we have I seem to say this every time we do this, but we have some really exciting stuff to talk about. But I think we have some really exciting stuff to talk about. There is a new product that has recently been introduced into Samsung's world, and it's called VXT. And I just want to kind of get a really basic understanding about what VXT is, why it's coming into play now, what it replaces. Just kind of give us the 101 on what we're doing with VXT.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I came prepared. So with screen running in the background with VXT. Yeah, absolutely. So VXT is Samsung's second generation digital signage CMS. And so that's what's ultimately now replacing Magic Info. Kind of feels like an old friend's moving away. We've had Magic Info for 14 years, and now we have the new VXT product. It kind of started selling here in the US last year, but it's really only been this year that it's been moving into this is the replacement product. So the good news for everybody out there in the audience, we do legitimately have something cool and new to talk to you about. We're not making that up. That's not marketing. So VXT is going to be less expensive, easier to use, and actually more feature rich than Magic Info, even though it does basically the same kinds of things. It just does them better. It's what happens when you listen to 14 years of customer experiences and develop a new product. So working with the built-in media players in Samsung's commercial displays, also external media players for non-Samsung displays. It's much more open than Magic Info was in that regard. You've now got a very simple, easy to use. The user interface is 4 buttons, so it's super simple to work with. I'm not kidding about that, by the way. Wait, we'll get to the punchline where I'll give everybody the link to go sign up for a free demo. And spoiler, we're going to give you all homework out there in the audience, so sorry. Go try it out and don't take my word for it. Look at it. So it is 4 buttons. And so it's super easy to use, and it's compatible with displays going back to about 2018. So not every single Samsung screen, but the vast majority of Samsung commercial displays. But what's really exciting, and the reason that I started getting kind of all revved up about VXT, was it also supports Samsung's business TV products for the first time. So now there's a real CMS that's available for them, where before we had just had that Biz TV app. And I think we did a hot takes on that last year before, something like that. I forget when. It's been a while. I better be careful. I'm going to date both of us with that one. So how long we've been doing these, but it's outstanding to have a low cost display with a low cost CMS that is available to open up great opportunities for everybody out in the audience in smaller or more cost sensitive plays that might not have done digital signage at all because of the expense. Now it's all super simple. It's all cloud-based now, and there's no like firewall rules you have to worry about. It's super easy to install. So this just makes it really approachable for everybody. So Samsung's been doing an outstanding job with that. It's been a lot of really cool changes, and it's nice to see where things are evolving.
That's great. So I can only imagine if this is the first time somebody's hearing about VXT out there, and they've used Magic Info for years and have gone from different the different levels of it and the different ways to use it and stuff like that. And it's got to be a little scary. What do you mean Magic Info is being replaced? What do you mean I'm not going to have Magic Info any longer? Right? That's a little, that makes me shake in my boots, right? So what does that mean exactly, Jonathan? And how are we helping our customers transition from Magic Info to VXT?
Yes, so that is a great question. Believe me, I asked myself the same thing when I saw the press release last February about the release of VXT, because we did it at ISE, Integrated Systems Europe. And so Samsung launched it there, and I was aware it was coming, but I didn't know it was immediately coming. So again, it's like, I've got a very old friend who's moving away. Well, I spent 14 years supporting Magic Info. So personally, I'm going, I got to get on top of this pretty quick, right? So the good news for everybody out there, you can all relax. For any existing customers that have Magic Info, it's going to continue to be supported. It's going to continue to be sold through 2026. So that's not going away immediately. Now, for new customers, the focus is obviously going to be on the VXT product going forward. And then for any customers who are interested in migrating, Samsung is actually developing some tools that will allow them to migrate either from Magic Info Cloud or even Magic Info on-premise to VXT to make things much easier. That way that if someone is interested in the new product, they've got that opportunity to move over pretty seamlessly. And it is less expensive per year. It is licensed per display per year. It's a cloud-hosted solution. There are multi-year part numbers coming out, 3 and 5 year. They'll be coming out fairly shortly. So that'll help also. And there's a monthly part number you'll see in the system. So if someone goes to your website and searches it, they'll see the monthly one. We're not really focusing on selling that, folks. That's really there for like co-terming and helping clean up licensing when people buy at different times. So don't panic. We don't want to get into that manual thing. But yeah, Magic Info is not 100% going away. We have a very clear transition plan. But VXT is going to do a little more than that. And that's some of the other exciting part I want to share with everyone is that also the goal is to move and migrate other Samsung software platforms like Link Cloud from the hospitality world, LED Signage Manager from the direct LED side, kind of move everything into one single platform for display management, device control, content publication. It's going to be brought to Samsung displays that have never had Magic Info support, like the kiosk products, the Flip whiteboards, the Android whiteboards. They're all going to ultimately develop VXT for. So that's a big thing for us. So all good, nice, clean, nothing to panic about, folks. It actually will be a smoother, knock on wood, transition I think a lot of us thought about. I will admit, we're recording this. This is going public. You all can call me out on that. That I was a little concerned at first, and then as we started getting going, it's been actually a pretty pleasant process. And for our reseller partners out in the audience, and you all know this, it's always great to have a new story to tell and something new to talk about when you call up your existing customers to say, hey, you know, I've sold you this Magic Info stuff in the past. We got a really cool new product. Please go check it out. And we'd love to explore that with you and update your signage. Hey, that's the best doorbell I can ever think of. Ring. Hey, let me in. Let's go. Let's talk about some new opportunities. So very good. And for anybody who wants to go check it out, SamsungVX.com. So Samsung Victor X-ray.com. Go sign up for a free trial. 3 displays for 60 days. It's live now. Any of you can go try it out. Go check it out. And don't take my word for any of this. Go experience it for yourself. There, I got ahead of the punchline before we got to it. If you'd like to learn more, but I was on a roll. So.
Oh, wait, there's more, right?
Yes, so, exactly.
I know that you mentioned that this is now going to be on the prosumer displays, the BED displays. Can you just confirm this is also going to come standard like Magic Info used to do? This is going to be standard on your QBs, your QHs, your QMs. This is...
Yeah, they're all shipping starting with the C generation panel. So our current stuff as of today. So, you know, we're sitting here November 2024, all the current shipping, QBC, QMC, QHC, they all have it already. They do still have Magic Info. You can switch the mode over, but they will support that. And then there are firmware updates for the B generation product, like the one I actually have here in my office. So it's 1 year older. That one does have a native VXT app. And then anything earlier, we do have a method to install VXT on like the R generation product. So anything Tizen 4.0 or newer. This is the first time in my 20 plus year career with Samsung, the OS version actually mattered on the screens. So yeah, so it's actually super easy. We've got a guide on how to install it. It uses some of the same configuration that you would have done to connect a Magic Info player in the screen to, well, you're just connecting to VXT and it downloads the app. So it's pretty seamless. And we've got great tutorials on that too.
Fantastic. Well, I think that's a great introduction to what VXT is and where we're going with it. And let's do a little teaser up on the next hot takes. Let's get into a little bit more detail of VXT and what the differences are and some of the new benefits that are going to be included with VXT. So next time, come back and join us. Jonathan, you want to give that website, that link again to?
Absolutely. It's just www.samsungvx, again, VictorXray.com. And you can sign up, try it out, learn more information about it. It's all right there.
Fantastic. Thanks as always, Jonathan. We appreciate your time and we look forward to seeing everybody on the next one when we talk a little bit more in detail about the benefits of VXT.